Coming up, Elon buys Twitter. And what does that mean for crypto? As the Bitcoin price wobbles, we're on the money with on-chain metrics. And as Ridley Scott gears up to make the Ethereum movie, we give the crypto even more star power by making it our coin of the week. Welcome to We Know Crypto. Hello and a warm welcome to the show. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. As always, direct from Canada with insights sweeter than a bowl of maple syrup, it's John Doe. And also joining us today, it's CEO of the freshly launched Currency.com US, Steve Gregory. Hey. Guys, you raring to go?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Good to have you on. Okay, so the big news this week was Elon Musk bought Twitter. This raised a few questions for crypto. The world's most famous Tony Stark tribute act has paid $44 billion for the social media platform, which he has, of course, long used to promote certain crypto assets. So guys, from a crypto perspective, what are the implications here?
I think it's great news for crypto. I mean, Elon Musk is a huge fan of crypto. I think he uses it, and I think hopefully he integrates crypto more into the platform. And we see it as more of a payments and a social media app. I think it's only going to increase the adoption of crypto because it more legitimizes it. As you guys know, Crypto Twitter is one of the most active communities on Twitter, and I think Elon participates in that a lot. So, you know, I look forward to the future growth.
With someone like Elon being on board and him being part of Crypto Twitter, then I think that's going to be one of the main features on Twitter is actually be learning about crypto and just being involved in the whole crypto community.
And I think he also claimed he was going to crack down on spam and scams, which of course, you know, infiltrate crypto in a big way.
Are crazy right now. Like you put out a tweet about crypto, mentioning a crypto, and sometimes hundreds of replies, all random links. So he's going to clean that up. It's going to be good. In
other news then, this week, Bitcoin hit a 6-week low with sentiment dropping off as it neared trendline support levels. John, over to you first. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I've been paying really close attention to this price level because right now we've been heavily correlated with stocks, and we have Apple and a few other tech reporting this week. And if those do break down, if the correlation is still happening, I expect Bitcoin to break down as well. So that's my current outlook right now.
Yeah, I think, you know, looking for a healthy correction, but, you know, up only in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Elsewhere, Fidelity, the financial services giant, is joining the metaverse. Users can learn the basics of ETF investing while exploring their building in Decentraland. So what do you think? Is this traditional finance realizing if they don't get on board with crypto, they risk losing the next generation of customers?
Yeah, they've been involved. They've been mining Bitcoin for a while now. I think they're one of the first institutions to do that. So them being part of the metaverse and just being on with the next generation, that just shows they've already been really in tune with what's happening with crypto adoption.
And talking of Fidelity, the big news is they've just announced that all of the employees that use their retirement plans later this year will be able to put Bitcoin in their 401k. Huge news. Steve, what do you think?
I definitely think so. I think there's probably no smarter asset than something that is a fixed supply for retirement. I mean, if you're betting on Bitcoin over the next 20, 30 years, I mean, I think that's a really strong bet. I mean, all the projections are going to indicate that this probably is a great retirement asset and also a great collateral asset if you wanted to borrow against your 401k or whatever. I think it's extremely useful. And I'm so glad to see a company that Fidelity, who had always sort of been a big proponent of cryptocurrency, really being the first like legacy financial institution to jump in and offer this.
All right, guys, let's quickly have a look at some of the other headlines you might have missed. So Binance have been in hot water for putting out a swastika-like emoji on Hitler's birthday. Great timing, guys. The state of Tennessee is preparing to hold crypto. They're seeking a contractor to hold cryptocurrencies on its behalf, the Nashville Post reported this week. And finally, you can buy a Porsche in Baltimore with crypto now, although to give up your crypto for a Porsche, you won't make enough money in a crypto to buy a Porsche. That, my friends, is digital irony right there. Steve, what do you think?
Crypto tax season's over now, so time to buy Porsches, right?
I don't know if it'll actually appreciate as much as the Bitcoin though.
Probably short-sighted.
You've got enough Porsches anyway, John, haven't you? I mean, you don't need another one.
I wish.
That's the news sorted. Right, everybody stand clear, and it's time for an almighty chart attack. So, Bitcoin network transfer volumes are over double what they were 2 years ago, but a little way off the recent bull market highs. Interesting, when we look at what makes up the increased transfer volume, we can see a big increase in larger transaction sizes of 10 million plus. Now, before October 2020, these represented about 10% of all transactions, whereas now they've settled at around nearly 40%. These are institutional or very high net worth, individual size transactions. Finally, we have Bitcoin's NVT price model. The NVT ratio, which is the network value to transactions ratio, is defined as the ratio of market cap divided by transacted volume and was created by Willy Woo. The price model that we are looking at takes a median of the numbers and averages it out over a 28 and 90-day period. They're the green and pink lines on this chart. And in some sense, it could be compared to a company's PE ratio as we compare these to the price of Bitcoin and see whether it's over or undervalued. So, these two models currently value Bitcoin at between $32,500 and $36,000, a little way off the current price, with both starting to bottom out and potentially reverse, but it can take some time. John, over to you for the technical.
And like we were talking about earlier in the video, Bitcoin did reach a 6-week low, so that's what I'm going to show you right now on the weekly chart. And since that rejection of $50,000, Bitcoin is testing the 6-week lows and maybe even make another yearly low as we drop down towards this $30,000 range. Right now, it's currently holding at $3,200. And like I said previously, this rejection that we got here at about $48,000, if we do not hold this support level at about 38,000, then we will head down here towards 32, which was also the low from 2021 after that major correction. And if we look at daily momentum right now for Bitcoin, you can see the daily candle is actually breaking down. And if we do close at this range, then it will be the lowest daily candle that we've had now since March, where we did test the lows in that $30,000 range. But Bitcoin's RSI does show price is heading towards the oversold range. So as we head down there, we could find some support finally and get another relief bounce towards $42,000 as that next major resistance level coming up here in the next week if we do bounce. But if we do break down, then we can see Bitcoin head down towards 35,000 and then the last support towards $34,000. So that's my current update for Bitcoin, looking at weekly and daily momentum. We're heading back here now in this next week, and hopefully when we come back on the next show, we have some good news.
Thank you, John. Okay, time to get all cryptic now and ask ourselves, what on earth could be our coin of the week? Well, wonder no more, because our coin of the week this week is ETH. Second only to Bitcoin in market cap, the native token of Ethereum has been around since 2015. Easily the best known altcoin. Some predictions say it could grow in value by as much as 400% this year. And it's been announced that Ridley Scott is producing the Ethereum movie, a film of Camilla Russo's brilliant book, The Infinite Machine, about the birth of Ethereum, is being made by the legendary director. Right, Ethereum, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I personally think that if everything stays the same without significant disruption, Ethereum becomes the most valuable asset in the world. I think Ethereum becomes the native currency of the internet, and sort of the internet runs on Ethereum. For that sense, I'm forever long Ethereum.
Damn, that's bold. But yeah, you're right though. If you truly understand the adoption for crypto, everything right now is being built on Ethereum. Bitcoin wins in terms of how it's decentralized and the security of it. But if we do grow and crypto becomes this mass adoption thing everyone's using, right now Ethereum still holds that place as the most dominant.
Yeah, of course. And Ethereum sort of been compared to obviously the web or a big tech stock like Google in terms of, you know, the investment thesis, whereas Bitcoin is much more like gold and potentially transferring to a currency. Now, one thing I wanted to ask actually, of course, a lot of chat about the merge and the move to proof of stake. It's been delayed. Does this have an impact on Ethereum and give some of its competitors, you know, a bit of an edge?
I don't really think so. I think the merge is, you know, such a big technological undertaking. But I think one thing about Ethereum is if you're betting on an asset and then that asset pays an interest rate that right now is probably about 4 or 5%, but post-merge is likely to be over 10%, and you can just leave that and get that asset every single, you know, 10 minutes or whatever it is, forever, I think that's the strongest bet there is. I mean, it's the highest yield savings account in the most valuable asset. I think that the merge makes the investment thesis of Ether that much more powerful.
And if you want to get trading on Ethereum and other crypto in the US on Currency.com, snap the QR code on screen. Right, most important question, who do you want to play Vitalik in the Ethereum movie?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good with it. What about, like, you know, The Rock? What's he doing? You know? I feel like that might be...
All right, or what about Matt Smith, the former Doctor Who? Have a look.
That'd be good.
All right, that is it from us on this show. My big thanks to Steve and John for all their insight and critique. And there's lots more from Steve in our Crypto God show with Alara. Please give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.